Top and aggressive, goes inside, blocked by Holmgren. 6 seconds. Splits the defense, gets into the paint, sidestep, banker, got it with 1 point. Quickly races up the floor. Nimhart wide open, corner three-pointer, that's good.
He sees a little bit out of rhythm. They've got to settle down here.
Siakam, Mathurin goes in strong and finishes. Mathurin, defense from Siakam. Gilgeous Alexander gets in the paint, up shot, got it. There's Wiggins. Wiggins to Wallace. Wallace lays it up and in.
It all comes down to the final two teams. Between the Eastern and Western Conference, it's the one and the battle of the Central. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, against Tyrese Haliburton.
Alexander back out, Holmgren fakes, sidestep. The big man can knock down the three. Now they say a two-pointer question in terms of what you do as McConnell gets inside and banks it home. McConnell with a rebound, touch pass inside, Mathurin lays it up and in.
Tyler Beast here and Wood Spurter here. This is NBA Finals on 2K25. Last one will remain the crowd and for the win as a championship. There's one win for the champion to win it all. Finals gets it done. Season finale. Pacers, Thunders, next on 2K Sports.
Inside, kicks it out. Holmgren again lines it up again.
Nobody's 100%, so we got to come down to the other end and put.
Gilgeous-Alexander splits the defense inside court. Siakam into the heart of the defense, and Neesmith flips it up and in. Williams, nice feed, and Holmgren throws it down. McConnell saw Wallace turn his head and knocks down another jumper. Past Mathurin all the way to the hoop. Layup is good. McConnell pushes, kicks it out. Mathurin fakes, fires, hits a three. Mathurin 7 point.
Big part of why they're here.
Oh, Haliburton with a beautiful floater. SGA, Hartenstein, counted and a foul. SGA kicks it out, Williams, back up top, Wiggins, straight on three, got it.
Are you ready for Game 3 of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports? You are in luck. Tyler Beast here, and I'm also too here with us for our pregame show. It will be a fantastic of a night, and we are ready to prepare things on for the next NBA Finals. Now this time, as we have it preparing things on, it's the Thunder and Pacers again as they're ready for Game 3 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. My next commentary partners, I have it across with me, and the other side of it we have is Meep11. He's joined up along with the other two commentators of the supporters, along with Son of Beast. The third commentator of the crew is, all to remember, Gangsta Beast. And for the center court, I have is David Aldrich, who will be joining us here for tonight's game of the NBA Finals. And now prepare for yourselves as you're ready to prepare things on for the NBA Finals of Game 3. Let's see who wins the next one. Are you ready for the game time? You are ready to prepare for the next witness. Thunder, Pacers, next on 2K Sports. See you later, everybody, for our post-game show. 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA Finals. Players are hyped up and ready to go. Good evening, everybody. I am Meep11, and I'm here with my broadcast partner. Along with the two is Son of Beast and Gangsta. At center court, David Aldrich. Tonight's a big matchup as we are ready to prepare for Game 3 in Indianapolis. The starting groups is in the range from Dort and Williams. SGA is with Chet Holmgren. And from center is Isaiah Hartenstein. For the Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton is F. Andrew Nemhart. Aaron Neesmith is right toward the wing. Pascal Siakam in power forward position. And in center, Miles Turner. The big legendary on the guard may have it all to take in for Miles Turner, and he's now one of his better performances on the best. He's looking forward to seeing it go big. The ball is tipped and we are underway at Game Bridge Fieldhouse. Pascal Siakam will start things here. He'll have it to Halliburton. The look on transition now finds it Andrew Nembhard. The pass to Halliburton gives to Siakam. The pass to Naismith. Naismith. The finish drive will stick Cooper in. Now his first two-pointer for Aaron Naismith. He's got two.
The big player in the game might have it all, but they need to change it. Aaron Naismith, he would have to make his own incredible score. Part of this drive would be almost like anybody, but playing in big will be like undetermined. SGA. Over Turner bumps him out. What a drive, and it's the range for SGA. That's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. His first drive to knock him out. No offense foul. That one was really kind of like how tricky it is. I mean, I don't know where the foul was going to give, but that really must have messed somebody up. I didn't really think it was going to work it after all. In the set to Halliburton. He has it now to Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard, for the finish drive, he's fouled. That'll be the first foul on OKC. Lugic Dort with his first personal and her first team foul for OKC. Andrew Nembhard will start his for a two-pointer of the game at the free throw line, shooting two. This will be the first trip for the free throw for Indiana. Playing for Indiana may have to be Andrew Nembhard. The better team that you have to be doing it for is a lot of perfectionary. You just need to make sure you have the right choice to keep that range going. Otherwise, you don't get enough credit on the effort to keep it rolling in. The first free throw is off the mark. This rebounding could be a little harder on that for Andrew Nembhard. It may not be an easy look, but the choices are you'll have to just try to make it up and make it in time. I might say so. I mean, I know how that will happen. I mean, Andrew Nembhard, he's been like working it up. Sometimes the pace never really pays off. You'll have to make it more. Better takes.
The second free throw for Nembhard is good. Takes a lead for 3-2. And here's SGA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander pass to Hardenstein, now finds Dort. Nembhard on it. Pass back to Williams. Reporter for David Aldridge sucking in for Mark Daigneault. After the last two games they made with the win at their home game, there was a big change on to do it for all. He made us with a great win and made it all with a perfect chain on the effort. If Mark Daigneault says, we did a lot of hustling work, gentlemen, and now we are really ready to prepare things out for Game 3 at Indianapolis. Let's find out who we take in. Make sure no one has the right choice to keep it. Let's play hard, play strong, and don't take out anything that we know for. Yeah, they definitely do have to do it for Mark Daigneault. He has a lot of iron coaching on the string. That would be the right choice. Turner finding Halliburton. Trying to roll it in from the wing. He sends it over to Naismith. Want to drive in. The Rangers have her and Naismith. And Tyrese Halliburton with the assist.
Great pass look for Aaron Naismith, but after that one goes to Tyrese Halliburton. He made it look a great look.
Williams for two. Rebound by Hardenstein. He slams it down within the hoop with two-hand dunk down. 5:52 remaining. The first quarter of the game. Halliburton will have it the other way. The pass up now finds Aaron Naismith. Naismith pass to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Siakam, nowhere to go. Now finds it to Halliburton. The bounce pass to Turner. Turner, right to the range. Slams it. Oh, he missed it. That was missed off the target, and he just cannot get there in time. Oh boy, Turner would have to be doing this again. And the alley-oop went unsuccessful.
That's too close to the rim. You're going to have to take a couple steps back if you're going to take the alley-oop successful range.
The rebound by Pascal Siakam, and Siakam will have it over to Halliburton. Set it up for a screen to Siakam. Right over middle, Siakam up in. Good for the two. Siakam's got his first two bucket in the range, and it's now a 7-4 game.
No chance to be afterward if Pascal Siakam had a lot of power forward effort. He wouldn't slow down if he was him.
Chet Holmgren with the spin. The driving, no good. Rebound by Siakam.
Siakam passes over to Halliburton. Nemhard, pass to Halliburton. Over from Dort and scoops in drive. Halliburton with his first two-pointer, and Nemhard with the assist. That's really a confidence key raking in the range for Tyrese Halliburton. When his first two-pointer makes it struggle, it really would come along to try to give it in. Hardenstein goes with the slam dunk, hands in reverse. SJ Alexander with the assist.
That one was really unnecessary, and I would have had to see that. Halliburton would have noticed that.
Who's going to play on the Hardenstein? We need Turner on here. Siakam rolling it over. Slides back. Give a little screen off ball here. Pass to Nemhard. Nemhard with the two. No good from the two-point range. Rebound by Alexander. And he's down on the full attack. Right toward middle. Left drive. It's good for SGA. And it's now 4 points in this game. A 9-8 score. Chance lead.
There won't be anybody with the choice of a leadoff scorer, but now Tyrese Halliburton would have to do something that's really like unconfidently to get over the range.
Aaron Neesmith looking it over from the floor. We'll slide back a little bit. Try to watch from here. A set to Nemhard. A pass up for the two. And a teardrop floater makes it in for Nemhard. He has three. After only one missed free throw, he has 3 points in the game. First time out given by OKC with only 3:12 remaining. Well, the first quarter was really like trying to be like how slow it is, but there's no change that they would have to do for it. And now, guys, let's have your takes in about Rick Carlson. He has one of his head coaching remains from the Indiana Pacers, and he really has to make a lot of great work. The better skill offense is making it look easy, change off, and anything. What Rick Carlson says, he has a lot of quotes to say from this, and here's what he will have to say to make this better look on the game in the finals. In 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana, especially to capture the fervent passion for basketball in Indiana. And after the Pacers have won the Eastern Conference Finals, they definitely want to make a lot of quick motions, make this attack low, and make that one hard chain off. I know about Rick Carlson, he really had to be all impressionary, but the one thing really doesn't get it off to is what they don't think there's been a better team that they really have to do for it. I know this quote can be a little hard than taking it off. It's been like won a title, like we won it for our very first time, but they haven't won an NBA Finals anything, not even on the ABA. I mean, that's different on the conference on the other side of it, and then not the National NBA Basketball Association. It's very different. And they only won as the Seattle Supersonics. That was many years ago. I mean, everybody's been noticing for. I mean, we never see the Seattle Supersonics. I mean, now these are the only teams that we don't have anything to win for the finals. So there'll have to be one player to win the NBA's Finals MVP and with the team to win it all. After the bucket made by Wallace, Houston new group changes. TJ McConnell, he's with on Patrick Malfoy. And it's Brandon Shepard, he's with Obi Toppin, and Jabari Walker in center. For the Thunders, it's Christian Wallace, he's with on Alex Caruso. And Aaron Wiggins, he's with Jalen Williams. Walker, back set, pushes off and off the range he goes. Walker's got his first bucket in. That was a little dirty afterward for Jabari Walker. That would be almost like, where's the foul hit? I don't know where it's going to go, but I'd really stuck him out. After a miss by Jalen Williams, here's Walker. Walker finds Obi Toppin. Toppin passes to Walker, right to the range, up in the layup, no good for Aaron Wiggins. He makes his first rebound. Right to the middle, Wallace. With the shot, goes up and in. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter of the game. The 13-12 score start off for Indiana. McConnell with the ball, trying to work it off from the run. In the range, finding Jabari Walker. Here's the three. Quick three-pointer, no good for Indiana. Alex Caruso, the other way for the Thunder. Jed Holmgren finds it over to Christian Wallace. Wallace pass to Wiggins. Wiggins works his way in, loses the ball, stolen by Toby Toppin. And here's Malfoy. Sets in the middle. Jabari Walker finish the drive. And he has his second bucket in the game.
Great take in afterward. Jabari Walker was able to make the finish drive, and that was Spinner Moffrey. He made that one with a great steal, though.
Aaron Wiggins on Bendrick Moffrey. Looks around, takes a shot, passes to Holmgren. Here's Alex Caruso. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter of the game, and Caruso ties it up. Three-pointer makes an advantage, and now Shepard with the ball.
That really was almost going to make that in, and I thought that was never going to make it in. It looks like now he can make his first three-pointer for the Thunder.
Obi Toppin, the pass over half lane to Shepard. He looks at McConnell. McConnell shoots up for two over Caruso's gun for McConnell. He made it all to have that finish in. And Bryden Shepard with the assists. Christian Wallace on Brandon Shepard. Trying to watch a screen. Pass to Caruso. Drive is good for Alex Caruso. They now have tied it again. Under 40 seconds, it is a 17-17 game.
I wouldn't matter. I mean, that TJ McConnell move would have to be appropriate to give in during the next range. He's got to make sure he has it clear in.
Moffrin back outside now finds it to TJ McConnell with 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Shepard with the shot, up and in, cannon, and the foul is on a loose ball on Jabari Walker. Now his first team foul, and the first personal foul for the Pacers. And now Isaiah Joe will check in for Chet Holmgren. Just 6.3 seconds. Wallace slides back, shoots for your deep three, and that one's off the rim and end the first quarter. It is a start range in for Indiana, 19, and the Thunder 17. The second quarter coming up after the break. And if you're just tuning in for the second quarter, we are back in action as we're ready to kick things off in Indiana. All right, folks, it's a close game range as I have it over to you, Centerpiece, and also Gangsta. What do you guys have in thoughts about this one?
Well, raging on in there have to be like Indiana. They've really been like pushing off the boundary, and the facing in this game won't be changing afterward at all. They've really been like stuck up for some reasons, and I would wanted to see how they will do to reenact and get back in the game.
Yeah, it's been the same thing, like a problem that they do. I think they need to do some big change in to do for the fence. And now for the Thunders, here are some groups. SGA's with Isaiah Joe, and it's Hardenstein right toward center. Then we have is Jalen Williams and Gucci Stewart right toward in the wing. That's you starting for the second quarter. Halliburton. Siakam slips out. That one makes a one-handed move. And Siakam's first major appearance on the throwdown in Indianapolis.
How about you love the Siakam? That really made that one a great off chain to get in.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander against Tyrese Halliburton. Set a screen by Hardenstein. The Gishon, Williams, fades. Trying to pull a step back with the shot. And that too makes it in for the Thunders. Jalen Williams got his first number 2-pointer. That really would never be in there. If Jalen Williams would have missed that shot, that would have been a loss on that. Halliburton now finds the Malfoy. And the pass up now finds again an Embo. He'll have it dish over to Malfoy. Malfoy up and away, and he's fouled. Now be Lujan Stewart, his second personal foul, and their first team foul for OKC. And is now coming to the line, as is for the Pacers, Malfoy. Now to say about Malfoy, he really had made his first appearances to start playing with his team. And Bendrick Malfoy was the first ever to play it for its own chance. The better game happened to be all for anybody. And what his next game is, you'll have to choose it to make this one look great. Now, Bendrick Malfoy, he has been growing up to make this Canadian player many years ago. And he played with his longest team in the Waitmans for his first and early life and career. He was born and raised in Montreal, Quebec, and he was growing up playing ice hockey and the Canadian football as a quarterback. He competed at Quebec's provincial basketball teams. And then he joins the NBA Academy of Latin America in Mexico City before he becomes playing it with his first Canadian ball player. He is committed to play with his playing career as college from Arizona. And they really are expecting now that he was able to have his next on his highest inbounding for Benedict Mathurin, and he really knows how he can handle it.
Well, my best cigars for Benedict Mathurin, he was really like all the handle. The change-in was really a great effort for his all effort. The Canadian player really makes a star. And Halliburton was able to make him feel like I've got great feelings for Benedict Mathurin, and he might be able to have his team with us. So that could be just a good thing to keep things on for the line.
Maybe, that might be, but we may not know how that will get in there.
Let's talk about that. Do you think that Benedict Mathurin would have the right choice?
Maybe,
but this is a lot of confidence that he needs to do for, and he has to make sure he has a lot of enthusiastic. You just got to play for some role models in the game, and all with that, you have to be more than the effort at time. But more likely, though, you wouldn't choose in if you were playing with the team. And if you don't have the right choice, I mean, you're never going to start quitting on the game. You got to make sure that you're high on the target.
Door for three. That's no good. Rebound by Hartenstein, and rebound by Siakam. Siakam's got his fourth rebound of the game as he's off to Halliburton. Halliburton finds a pass to Siakam. Siakam pass down Feinstein. Mathurin. Mathurin pass to Tyrese Halliburton. Right to Turner. Over and in. Great D by Jalen Williams. He stops this one and he makes his next rebound. And off to Hartenstein. One-hand dunker. What a slam. And it's over with the assist. That was Jalen Williams. Yeah, that one pass really made that one with a great look. That was really quick. Mathurin pass to Halliburton. Nemhard finds back to Mathurin. Bounce pass to Siakam. Overhead to turn. Alright, Hartenstein. Good for Miles Turner. He's got his first two-pointer. Just 4:30 remaining in the first half. Just say it again. Miles Turner, he can shoot, he can score. That's what he did. And a trail drive. He just have it in with the layup. And with Gilgeous-Alexander, that's number 2 for his assists. Halliburton slides back, now finds Nemhard. The pass back to Mathurin as he gets to Turner. Turner loses the ball, rebounded by the Hartenstein. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander now finds Joe. Joe to Dort. Back to Joe. The takeover. Phase. Oh my! How did Hartenstein get through us? I don't know how he did. I mean, looks like that Hartenstein really made it over. He said, see ya. And I just made up with a little pump fake, and then he just had it all. Wow. What an excellent move. Nemhard passes back to Halliburton. Miles Turner sets the screen. Turner and Halliburton right in the move, and he makes a 2. Timeout on OKC with 3:28 remaining.
That's what he really has to be playing on for. No one in the world would choose like they have.
And as for this one, we have a lot of great status here for one of our big plays in the game. And now, the other side of it is all for Mark Darnell. He realizes as one of his best American professional coach, and he's really making it all look great on his own drive. So one thing to say about this is making for his potential and fostering, he has it all to make this one finish. He says a good coach will make his players see what they can be rather than what they are. And what they know saying about it is, this other quote would say, everyone says that the team's hard is to coach. That's the ultimate pressure on the coach. And I feel like I was able to do that for Ben because they deserve all of this. That's what happens. As he won his NBA champion with the team, it's really the hard way to beat for him. We believe it. Everything we need to believe for him is ever going to happen. Just make it good, make the line count, and do for anything. Don't forget, folks, as we're nearing the 3-minute mark at the end of the first half, we've got a halftime show coming up for you. And we have Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and, of course, Kenny Jet Smith. As we are ready to prepare for our halftime show, that'll be underway in just a few moments. We see some big first halves on a tight, intense runs between Indiana and OKC. That'll be next, after the first half. Have some new changes here. Here's Holmgren. Went towards zone. And the shot. Great stopping D by Jabari Walker. Obi Toppin finally gets his first rebound of the game. Off to Alberta. For the drive. Over the time. Great D by the Thunders. Here's Caruso the other way down toward the low. Slides that back. Now finds to Williams. Looks in. The pass. And Ironside shot's good. He makes the 2-pointer. And after the assist from Jalen Williams, they're back up by 2. They really got to get back into there, and they really have to keep rolling the ball over. McConnell for the 3. It's good. He gets a 3-pointer for the first one for Indiana. TJ McConnell at 5.
That's where you want to start. TJ McConnell, first 3-pointer.
Caruso finds Wallace. Wallace unable to get a screen for the OKC. Teardrop pulls it in for Christian Wallace. He's got 6. And here's Halliburton. 2 minutes remain in the first half. Halliburton finds McConnell. McConnell has it over again to Obi Toppin. The pass to Walker. Walker with the shot. It's good. Jabari Walker with 6 points in his third bucket in the game.
That's what you wanted to spot on for Jabari Walker. Now you have the pressure to do for. He really made it in.
Caruso, what a great pass. Nobody's on him. He's 3 for 3.
How does he understand for Alex Caruso? That is really right on the perfect lineman group, and they won't believe how McConnell and the team's got to get back into it.
Here's Neesmith with a step. 2-pointer is no good. Holmgren now finds Caruso. And off to Halliburton. Williams with a stroke down. Away in the range. And we love that effort.
I know when you freaking out, for Jalen Williams, he was able to slam it in. That is really high-fly effort.
You have to believe on Jalen Williams. That one is great on the hard drive. And that one was perfectionary. What a great slam dunk by Jalen Williams, presented by the AT&T, the 5G Snake Cam. Halliburton for 3. That's another miss by Indiana. Jalen Williams with a 2, and he's fouled. Obi Toppin, his first personal foul, and it'll be your first team foul for Indiana Pacers. Jalen Williams heading to the free throw line, shooting 2.
That is really all nasty to play for Obi Toppin. That defensive effort is not going to make it work to make it go back and straight, and you're not making it a good effort. You don't want to start that off.
You want to make sure you have that one pressurized in. First free throw coming up for the OKC. This will be the first trip to the free throw line, just under a minute remaining in the first half. And the first one drops in for Jalen Williams. Now for some new changes for the OKC Thunders. Jalen Williams is checked in for Isaiah Hartenstein. The Indiana Pacers get some new changes. Halliburton's checked out as Brennan Sheppard is checked in. That's good for the second free throw. Indiana trail by 5 to Jabari Walker. Right over now to Neesmith. Oh, given away by Alex Caruso. Here's the fast break and a foul, and you will not count it. That one is off the mark, and it's TJ McConnell with the foul. Second team foul for Indiana. And that really makes a bad play for Indiana. You know what happens to Rick Carlson? Don't get up to defenders. Just go back. Just don't take the effort for the shooting if he's able to go and make it in. And you believe on that, don't start doing this. That one is going to make someone else trip out. The first free throw is off and missed.
That was really how bad that is, and you know how Alex Caruso was desperate out? That was on TJ McConnell. He felt like he was not feeling like he wasn't pacing it up. He felt like his first free throw was a miss.
drops to second. 1 for 2 for Alex Caruso. Just down to 30 seconds. DJ McConnell will have it again to Jabari Walker. Walker finds a pass to Shepard. Here's McConnell for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Jalen Williams. PCA for Jalen Williams. Under 20 seconds remaining in the first half of the game. And this will be Indiana foul. Obi Toppin with his second personal foul and their 13th foul for Indiana.
That is very bad plays in for Obi Toppin. That really is going to make this one swing and miss.
Another free throw coming up for OKC. Rick Carlson trying to watch on Obi Toppin, but he didn't get the better defense effort that he wanted. So that one was off his hand, and also the elbow too. That one got a little bump out of it really badly. Holmgren hits the first free throw.
And when you don't realize how that happens with Rick Carlson, he's trying to explain things. You're not going to bump out. You just got to hit the hard defensive effort. Don't lose your strength. Just keep working with it. That's all it turns.
Holmgren knocks down the second free throw. And Shepard with the ball. Got that pass now finding McConnell. McConnell. Over to Walker. Oh, what a slam! That's how you do it to end the first half game. How does it want me to make that one look down? I think you have a great range. Caruso for 2. And it's no good, and that will end the first half here. 40-34 is the score. We'll be back with the second half as you'll roll in no time. Time for David Aldrich.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle, Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to bring a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, DA, thank you so much, and we'll be back with you shortly for the third quarter in Indianapolis.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. They took control in the second quarter, ending the half up by 6. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly been. They're flooding all the chants from the fans. All of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers first half?
It was a great display of team ball. Wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the ball. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And if you're just joining us here for the third quarter, we welcome you back at the Bankers Life 2 Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis as we're ready to prepare for the third quarter. And as the status look for Isaiah Hartenstein, this best defense is making it a lot harder. Well, my big change may be just a great one to make it all. And with that, Isaiah Hartenstein, he's been like on the beast out there.
Yeah, Sam. I mean, I really have to say that now. This would be the perfect timing to do it for the right thing. I believe now. You may have seen what the second quarter happens.
Now to start for the Pacers, we have Tyrese Haliburton. He's with Andrew Nembhard. Smith is right to small forward, and Siakam power forward, and in center, Miles Turner. That's your starting group for the second half. That's bad pass afterward. I mean, you're not getting it up to a good strength. They gotta make sure that's fixed. What a move by SGA. He makes a never two-pointer. And it's Lucian Dort with the assist.
That is just no stopping advantage.
That would really would have helped it hard. Can't let that go more. Jalen Williams passes to SGA. Gilgix Alexander against Haliburton. Trying Trying to make a anything breaking here with the 2-pointer. Step back 2, still good. Andrew Nemhard again to Tyrese Haliburton. Pass over to Nemhard. And Siakam sets in for the screen. Right over to Haliburton. What a big alley-oop pass. That is Nemhard with the assist.
You just have to see this one down in the league.
And Andrew Nemhard had that one with the first assist. And Tyrese Haliburton, he now has 6. SGA fades right to Lugenstort. Great defensive effort. They're both man attackers down. SGA with another 2-pointer. Makes 44 to 36. They're killing it down for him. He has 8 in the finals. Trying to watch in, and he will not get a backcourt violation. Jalen Williams for 2. That's not good. That's another miss by OKC. Reporter David Aldridge saying that Rick Carlisle will have to make this one work. We have a bunch of things to go through. We got to play this hard, guys. Don't be aggressive to your defenders. Don't mess this up. Just look at the ball. Try to take the timing right, and don't get away with this. That's what you need to do. And with that, it's not easy to take away. I know it's not easy, but when you're all pulled for now, you just really need to make sure you're really prepared for it. Battle is no RP. Neesmith passes over to Henry Neesmith. Nemhard, shot's good, and he puts it in. That's his 5 points in the game. Now Gilgis Alexander's the other way. He'll try to work things off. Here comes SGA. He'll slam it right toward the middle. There's no pushing down by SGA. He's like flying and flying. That's unbelievable. Stopping the ball. Tried to steal it. He took it away from it. Here comes Caruso. Right to Holmgren. Trying to hold that stop. Right with the 2. Trying to pull a rebound, and it's up and over to Turner. Turner, with his first rebound, he'll try to watch his tempo and keep moving in. Haliburton trying to watch it in. The pass to Siakam. Looks straight over. Neesmith. Number for 3. That's good. They've got a 3-pointer in. Timeout is given by OKC. Under 5 minutes in the third quarter, and they'll just have some rehydration to recharge by Gatorade. And this really made this postgame impressive. No quit at all. That was a lot of effort. I know, they definitely would have said now, I mean, this wouldn't need to be a pacer down. They just have to make sure they're all prepared in.
And they won't be. I mean, they won't be afterward. I mean, they really have to be over it. And there may not be anybody enough that they have to try to do for it. They've got to just keep trying harder. They don't want anybody to be left out of the mark. This is not going to make this one work. They need to make someone else try to pull it off. It needs to be a good shot. Good takes out is a great roll in.
And as we are preparing for our upcoming games here for SOBs, we've got the rematch again, as this time it is back for games 3 and 4 in Edmonton, Canada. The Florida Panthers are back at Edmonton as they face against the Edmonton Oilers in Game 3 and then in Game 4, and then we'll have this game back in Game 5 for OKC. This may be the great take in to have it all with the Sun. This range goal is nowhere matched to have that range in. And then after that, we will have it back over the other way to Sunrise, Florida, as you'll see the Panthers and the Oilers the other way. It's 2-0 series for the Florida Panthers. Who do you think that will win? Well, I'm going to have to say Florida. I mean, I think the team is going to be unstoppable. The foul has been taken after a count bucket and one for two-pointer by Aaron Wiggins and Siakam with his first personal foul.
Yeah, that's where he would have been able to line it in. I mean, that's his first bucket in. You can't just do that. You can't just play it like you're doing this. I mean, what did I just do? Well, you messed it up. That's on you. You got to fix that and go back to work.
One shot remaining for Aaron Wiggins. He's at the free throw line and preparing it up to clutch belt by 10. Wiggins knocks down a free throw. And Haliburton will now have it to swing to Nemhard. Nemhard Gives over to Turner. Turner, right over to Halliburton. Halliburton watches his way through with the 2. He makes it in for another 2-point basket. 8 points for Tyrese Halliburton. And now here come the Pacers defenders. Solo D by Benedict Maporet. Halliburton, the other way now find Turner. Turner now has it to have them hard. Turner for 3. Up the rim and rebounded by SGA. Has another rebound to control in, and he'll now try to watch his play onside. For the 2 is good. SGA. He's on a roll. He's 12 points. Back up by 10.
How is he going to be able to stop that? I mean, I have no confident range. That was nobody to give it off to.
Siakam bounce back to Turner. Turner pass to Halliburton. And he rolls back to Mofford. Mofford round to Dort. No good. Rebound by Lucius Dort. Dort. Watching in. The pass to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls with the step. Up with the shot. Rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton makes his first rebound of the game. He will fade. He will have it to Turner. His final 3 minutes in the third quarter. And here's Turner. Fades a shot. Outside wide open for Nemhard. He's good. 3-pointer. Knocks in. Catch slow. He has 11.
That's what you have to believe on. Andrew Nemhard is like knocking down the threes.
SGA, no problem here. Timeout, Indiana. 2:46 remaining in the third quarter. And we'll take a pause here to get ready for the next new group. We'll be back with you shortly. It is 55-46. OKC.
Doesn't make anything effort? Not at all.
As the new group change-up is on for Indiana and for Thunders. TJ McConnell has all 5 players checked out. All 5 players checked in. Christian Walls of Isaiah Joe, Wiggins and Williams, and Hardenstein returns on court. 3 players checked out for Indiana. As TJ McConnell, Toppin, and Walker check back in. Obi Toppin fades it up at the jab step over on Jalen Williams. McConnell for 3. It's good. Number 3 for Indiana. He has 8. And only 2:20 remaining in the third.
Well, he's alright. I mean, TJ McConnell's like you're already giving up anything. Don't lose the effort if you're doing it here.
Aaron Wiggins now finds the Hardenstein. The shot is no good. Rebound by Hardenstein. It's good. He really roughed it up the place. Down to 2 minutes in the third. McConnell pass to Walker. Here's a chance. The drive is good. Jabari Walker with 10 points. That's his 5th in the game.
Don't stand the effort afterward there, Jabari Walker. You gotta keep doing with the chance.
Wallace. Outside, Williams. Quick through. 2-pointer. Missed the target. And Hardenstein. He does it again. Looks like this needs to be a better communication skill to try to keep rolling in.
Yeah, they have to do this. I mean, all they have to do now is they gotta keep moving around. They don't want anyone to get right by it.
The foul is on Christian Wallace. That'll be his first personal. And Steve foul for OKC. Now they don't play it afterward. Andrew Nemhard will have to make it 2 free throws to the line, so he's got to make sure he's all back in for a notch before someone takes over. Nemhard knocks the first free throw. Just you when you think about Andrew Nemhard, you just give a lot of great respect to this, don't you think? Well, I do think so. I mean, I think Andrew Nemhard is really kicking it off and then making his way, passing right toward the regular season, and then right toward the game might be real, but it can be a little hard to get right into this one. I think his next position is going to keep climbing. Nemhard knocks the second free throw. And here comes Christian Wallace. Wallace trying to work his way across. Nemhard watching on him. Trying to go for the middle on the drive. Is off to the mark. Top it. With his second rebound of the night. He's over now to McCall. Just 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. Lamar, tap it. For the three. It's good. They're back down by 3. Obi Toppin with 3 points in the game. That's over the rainbow and into the top hat on the net. Right to Williams. Here's a chance. And a try is good for Jalen Williams. He catches it. He felt like it's not done yet. McConnell. Pass over to Toppin. Over the slam. Obi Toppin with 5 points. And after that for McConnell, it's down by 3 again. They don't have any choice to do for it. Obi Toppin would really make it all. Watching outside is Christian Wallace. Williams for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Hardenstein. And it's rebounded by Jabari Walker. Walker with his second rebound of the night. Right to McConnell. For the finish is good. TJ McConnell with 10 points. Just 15 seconds remaining. Isaiah Joe on the outside. Trying to make his way across for the 3. It's good. Number 3-pointer for the Thunder. And Toppin will try to give it to McConnell. For a stop up for 3 is no good, and that ends the third quarter. 64-60 is your score. 1 quarter remaining. It's a close to neck-to-neck game. They might find an answer, but it won't be done until then. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll get back to Indiana for the finish of Game 3. You're watching the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Alright folks, it's now time to check in the system of the game presented by State Farm. Now I know what they will have to do for Isaiah Hardenstein is really like keeping in the defense effort. But watch what did happen. The Dortmund's making it over, and right turn in the middle was a count and 1 for Aaron Wiggins. I know what he would have to do for. I mean, that great pass to Lucian Stewart was turning to be excellent. Down to a final quarter in the fourth. And if you're all joining us here, thank you very much as we are ready to get settled underway. Here's where to start for the fourth quarter as Naismith is with TJ McConnell. Obi Toppin's with Van Muffering. And the other side is Siaka. For the Thunders is SGA. Dort to small guard. Hardenstein with Jalen Williams and Holmgren in power forward. That's your group for the finish of the fourth quarter. Great D by Isaiah Hardenstein. You'll now find SGA. Lucian Stewart. Outside. Gilgis Alexander for 3. It's no good. Rebound by Muffering. And a deep pass to Siaka. Right to Naismith. Layup trash good. They're back down by 2. Naismith with 6. And he's really keeping it up along the way. Not my time watch. I mean, no hard feelings to it. I mean, that almost would make the punch out. Williams with a chance. Passes over. Hardenstein up. The layup drive's no good. And here's Gilgis Alexander. It's good. A number 3-pointer for the Thunder. SGA wants to silence this crowd in Game 3 to get up the extension. I don't know how he would do this. I mean, that one is almost going to make that one feel like they're already been bumped out. Unbelievable. What a slam by Lucian Stewart. And it's Chet Holmgren with the assist. Man, oh man. Indiana's really like having a hard time giving it up at any day. Siaka. Over Hardenstein's good. Siaka's got 6 points in the game. With under 2 minutes to spare to start in the fourth quarter. Shea Gilgis Alexander finds Hardenstein. Trying to get away from it. Hardenstein up. Solid T trying to get for 3. SGA in trouble. Williams on the player. Naismith on Jalen Williams. Running out of time. 3 to shoot. For the shot. And good. Jalen Williams. Are you kidding me? He's been like making a number 2-pointer effort. No slowing down. Jalen Williams wants to keep moving in. Siaka. Pass to McDonough. Here's the 3 for Naismith. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by the Thunders. Shea Gilgis Alexander. Williams for 3. It's off the rim and rebounded by McConnell. Now it's Muffering. With his turn, now has again to Toppin. Toppin fakes a shot right to Siakam and a slam. Siaka with the one-hander. That's what you wanted to see, Knicks fans. Big impression. I love the energy for Siaka. That's what fans really want to show. Dort with the shot. Rolls in and out. Siaka with the rebound. He has his 6 rebounds in the game. And TJ McConnell finds again to Neesmith. Neesmith passes over to Siaka. Layup in denied by Isaiah Hartenstein. He gets his first rejection in game 3. All that happens with that, Isaiah Hartenstein, he just blocked that shot. That one was crazy. Bumpy Toppin checked out as now it's Miles Turner and Halliburton checking in. Under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, they've got to try to step it up again. And here's Halliburton finding the Siaka. Siaka over Holmgren. That shot no good. And the miss by Indiana. SGA trying to work it off the gap. With some skew on the offense. The shot and the foul. That will be Indiana. That's his second on Miles Turner. And first team foul for Indiana.
Man, the fans are not really liking this for Indiana. You know, that happens when they have to be no at all. No thunder. Nothing. It's only the yes-sirs. That stays in the other country of it. No playoff to begin.
And the free throw will set in for SGA. He's at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Well, then most likely, I think the fans would regret this. If SGA would be able to make 2 free throws, it wouldn't be like this at all.
SGA hits the first free throw.
And you can talk about that now by SGA. He was really aggressively, he's been dipping it on for some reasons. And no standard on his own would ever do to accommodate some other plays on standard. That would really harm with most teams in the work, and it's not going to happen like they did. SGA knocks down a second free throw, and a timeout will be given by Indiana.
4:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. Just some small changes in, and they'll have to work its way across and try to make things up to a possible run.
No score ever do this one at all. I think this needs to be played for today, so they got to try to figure out how to crash it.
That was a new group changes here for Indiana and for the OKC on offense and their team on defense. Reporter for David Eldridge checking it in for Mark Donnell. We really loved our hustle. We really had worked things out. We definitely did everything okay, and that was where it did. All we're noticing that a lot of defensive effort, they really have to kind of keep moving in. And we really got to make sure we're all prepared in for the next battle. If we do it right, guys, then we can go home, take the day off, and get ready for game 4. Open zone. Williams up. It's good. Williams with a great 2-point effort. Down to 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
They have really been pushing it up. I can't believe it. They've really been going everywhere on their zone.
Back to Neesmith. Neesmith now passes to Montfort. Montfort passes over to Turner. Turner slides. Now to Halliburton with a 2-pointer. Over SGA is no good. Never missed by Tyrese Halliburton. And losing Storts on the attack. With a shot. Over for the 2. No good. And slam dunk by Isaiah Hartenstein. Unbelievable. There's a lot of great breakdowns here on defensive effort. They're not picking it up. I mean, they're really losing control. There's the Siakam with the shot. Denied by Holmgren. Chet Holmgren. As right now, he's making his first block just like Hartenstein. Right towards zone. And strong D by Siakam. He now has it to Halliburton for a final 3 minutes. And here's Bennett trying to push it in another one. Halliburton with no choice, but he makes it 3. It's 11 points for Halliburton. Here's Williams. Tries to work it in. And this will be an offensive foul on Isaiah Hartenstein. That one turns it over to Indiana. Now the changes are in, as now this will be the other side as Christian Wallace checks in for OKC and Indiana Pacers.
as Neesmith will check in for the other side, Andrew Nemhard. Back to the star 5 groups. Nemhard for 3. It's good! Another 3-pointer! Nemhard for 16. There they are. Nemhard, banger. Timeout given by OKC. Just under 2:40 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Nothing like I said before, that one is really what they all want.
They just gotta push it, bring it back. And with that being said, just one last change in. They'll have to see about that to change it through, to get right into pick and rolls, and now we present their New Balance Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game, Game 3, goes to Isaiah Hartenstein. The big Hartenstein is making it more aggressively, and the big blocker was really like taking things off. And what we noticed out this happened, this is the only tallest guy you ever played for. Big lives, no beyond.
That's big fact.
Mr. Muscle Man. And another forward drive makes it in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 21 in the game, and they're back up by 5. Here's Nemhard. The pass over, now finding Nemhard to Halliburton and Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Right to Neesmith. 3 for Nemhard. Give it back. Second shot opportunity is good. Andrew Nemhard. He has 19. Down to 2 minutes remaining. Here's SGA. Side sets. No stopping here. SGA. He has been closing it out. He now has 23 in a row. No better pressure. I wouldn't see how that one going. Nemhard going for 3. Oh, he missed it. Gilgeous-Alexander now finds it over the other way. Tries to get to Holmgren with the shot. Fades. Good. Christian Wallace. And the fans need some help. Here's Siakam. Right to Miles Turner. With the shot. Blocked by Ernst inside. Here's Neesmith. Right over the wing. In the middle. Trying to get to Nemhard. No foul in OKC. And this will make the range. SJ up. No good. Halliburton has it over to Turner. And here's Neesmith. Slow down the effort. Halliburton just down to the final minute in the regulation quarter. Open look for Nemhard. It's good. Up and over again. Nemhard for 22. They need to tie that one up. Otherwise, they will be already been left out and they will have to be stuck down. Alexander, unbelievable. He just goes 25. Why does the fan never get over it?
They don't know. They just needed some backup plan.
And here's Nemhard. Pass over, now find a Tyrese Halliburton. He wants to get over from SGA. The 3 for Halliburton. Misses. Chance to stop and play. And the foul will be given by Miles Turner. Final timeout for OKC. Just 27 seconds in regulation. The Thunders are making it up to make a 3-0 series over Indiana. How would they not stand out?
I don't know, but it looks like they'll have to be ended up for a night. They can't play it, they can't do it.
In just a couple moments, we'll have our post-game show, as you'll have is across 2 and Tyler. That will be joining us here for our finishing of Game 3. Don't miss out the post-game show coming up after the game. And with the foul, that'll be Tyrese Halliburton. Duncan Notes team now ready to take the heat within 30 seconds. And SGA is at the free throw line shooting 2.
This won't be like that. Not afterward. You won't play it like you do.
SGA hits the first free throw. And this will be a silencer to end the game in Game 3. They clutched 3 in a row for the Thunders at 2 home games and 1 away game. And now Halliburton will now scary it up. Here's a set to Miles Turner.
Nemhard up, on a foul, bucket one. Chet Holmgren with a foul, and just one foul to give, as this will be one shot for Andrew Nemhard. Well, I like that try. I mean, I like that one. That was great. And now they will have to just try to like keep moving in. And this is the last group and they have to do for it. They can't leave that out. One free throw is on for Andrew Nemhard. He's at the free throw line to get preparing up to go back down by 6. Down by 4, we'll say. Nemhard, this is one. And this will be the end. As now, personal foul will be on Pascal Siakam. And Alex Caruso will finish it up with the 2 technical free throws to finish it up with the one last change.
2 shots.
Alex Caruso misses the first one, the other land. And now with the last group, Williams, Holmgren, and Ardenstein are checked in. And for Pacers, as Caruso is back in to move in, Turner, and across the other way is Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith. Good front, and we'll get there in time. Halliburton has it over. Here's Nesmith for the finish. It's good for Nesmith. They're back down by 3, just 10 seconds. They've got to make it quick. They've got to steal it. And this will be an intentional foul on Andrew Nemhard. 8.8 seconds remaining. And with only one more to give. Wallace makes the first free throw. And now SGA returns on court to make the closeout range in Game 3. Never stand a movement. That happens with Wallace and their team. It doesn't get paid up. And the second free throw is good. Second and final timeout is on Indiana. They'll have to make one group change. Well, it's out of time right now. I mean, there's no choice of shooting it. They just got to make a 3 if they get there. And without anybody, that will not be all what they did. It has been like push-out plays. I don't know what's going on, but they really can't get over the line to make that win. This is a shocking. Yeah, it is. Last choice, end it all. Just one last time for the team. And Nesmith. Burton for 3. No good, and that ends the third game. OKC clutches the third time in the NBA Finals. Man, it was no better to take the match on. And as for this being said, they are now 3-0. Well, it don't play better. But until then, Game 4 will be happening the next game. And that's going to do it for now. Along with my broadcast partner, along with David Aldridge on center court, along with me, Gangsta and Senate Beast, you've been watching the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching and have a good night. Alright, thank you so much, B411. What a disappointing effort for the Indiana Pacers. They've been shut down 3 games in a row. And they just didn't think there wasn't going to be a no overabundant choice reasons. I know how it's going to happen. But anyway, here's how you did with the total statistics. It was 53 field goals for OKC, 50 for Indiana on the three-pointers, 80 free throws for OKC with 10, 56, and 13 for a fast break, points in the paint, and then second chance points for OKC. Then it was 29 bench points for Indiana Pacers with only 34 assists. 13 defensive rebounds was OKC, both teams with 23 defensive rebounds. 9, 3, 2, 4, 10, and the 10 were the biggest lead dunks, team fouls, turnovers, blocks, steals on OKC, and they only had 17-11, 34 for the time of possession for Indiana Pacers. Well, if they win again, and that will be over. And now let's prepare things up. 3-star players of the game. Tyler, your choice. Alright, thank you very much, Stu. And now here's a choice in of how that stands. Here's the have is like a big change out as Andrew Nemhard finishes off with 24 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, he had 12 field goals, and 5 out of 7 3-pointers. He only given up 31 performance effort on his own shot.
no changes are with anything, but that makes it so special to have it in. Then your second star player of the game on the other side of it, as we've got another take range. This will be Isaiah Hartenstein with 18 points with 18 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. 9 out of 16 field goals. He was really up in a hurry with only 6 dunks, and that was your New Balance player of the game. He really did it all, what he had. And your first star player of the game was one of our best point guard positions, no stop for hustle, SGA. He finishes with 27 points with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 out of 21 field goals, 1 out of 2 3-pointers, 33 performance effort, and 1 dunk. Well, I guess that was it for Game 3, and if they win again, it'll be a shout-out loss for Indiana Pacers, and the first time ever for OKC back to the Western Conference to win the finals. And along with me and Old Glorps with Tyler and the crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time for as well as the NBA Finals on 2K Sports Style. This is 2 saying so long in Indianapolis. Bye-bye. So long.
If you don't, somebody will.